Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to talk a little bit about muscle strength and endurance. I don't know if you're familiar, if you've had that unit yet, but I'll go through it. And then this is being recorded, so like other students might access this as well to access the materials to get a little bit more information than what's in the unit. All right. So what is muscle endurance? Basically there in front of you, and I'm going to play a video. This is a boring definition, but muscle endurance is the ability of a muscle group of a muscle or group of muscles to sustain repeated contractions against a resistance for an extended period of time. It is one of the components of muscular fitness, along with muscular strength and power. That's a lot of mumbo jumbo, but I'm going to try to play this video. It kind of explains it a little bit better, and I hope you can hear it. I'm just going to put it in a new tab because I had problems with this last time. So, of course, we get that.
Their songs, their story, their musical.
Nova, could you hear the ad?
Yes, I could, but it was still very staticky.
All right, I'm going to pause it again here and see if you're...
There, it's Sunday, and it's time for another video lesson.
No
in
static.
today's video lesson, we will be talking about muscular endurance. We will describe what are the benefits of muscular.
The guy has a little, I don't know if it's just because of the connection. I don't know if that's why it's staticky, but the guy has he has a accent.
Muscular endurance and how you can improve your muscular endurance. This video is presented to you by Kaya. Kaya is a fitness app which creates custom-tailored workouts for your individual needs and makes sure that you complete them by holding you accountable to your workouts. We upload a video every Sunday describing the confusing concepts of fitness in simple terms. Subscribe to our channel to become an expert in fitness. So what is muscular endurance? When talking about endurance, most of the people often refer to cardiovascular endurance. Now, cardiovascular endurance is just one type of endurance. It is basically how long can your heart function in a physical activity before you get out of breath. There is another form of endurance that is not talked about that much. It is the muscular endurance. Muscular endurance is defined as a sustained amount of repetitive force generation against resistance before your muscles get tired and cannot work anymore. But this sounds too complicated, so let me give you an example. To really appreciate this concept, picture yourselves performing a strength exercise for a number of repetitions. As you perform more repetitions, your muscles will start to get tired and lactic acid will start to build up. This is the point where you start to feel the burn in your muscles. Muscular endurance of your muscles will be defined as that repetition where that lactic acid buildup in your muscles is so strong that you're no longer able to perform any more repetitions. So when you see somebody perform 100 push-ups or 100 sit-ups, what they're basically doing is they're building up their muscular endurance. So why is muscular endurance important and why should we care about it? In everyday life, most of the activities we perform over many repetitions, be it raking the leaves or cutting that log or rowing the boat or carrying a baby, you need to use your muscles over a long period of time. Having muscular endurance hence helps you in performing these activities easily. In sports, muscular endurance helps you in lasting longer. It is the muscular endurance that helps you in running, jumping, and swinging.
Is it still hard to hear?
No.
Okay.
His accent is hard to tolerate, but...
for longer periods of time than your opponents. Beyond these benefits, muscular endurance also helps in preventing overuse injuries. Muscular endurance training makes your bones and joints stronger, and this enables them to withstand repeated stresses of our daily life activities. So how does one develop their muscular endurance? To improve endurance, just like improving any other physical fitness parameter, you have to challenge it. How can you challenge your muscular endurance? Well, by making a muscle work for a longer time. This is done by increasing the number of repetitions. Generally speaking, an exercise must be performed for more than 15 repetitions to really challenge your muscular endurance. One thing to keep in mind while developing muscular endurance is you need some amount of base strength before you can start working on your endurance. So if you have never strength trained before, building muscular endurance will prove to be a challenging task. In fact, one of the best ways to improve muscular endurance is to improve your strength. As an example, it is much easier for someone to perform 15 repetitions of squats at 50 kg if they have a 1 rep max squat of 200 kg than someone who only has a 1.
All right, I'm gonna stop it there.
I
Try to
feel
keep
like he's trying to sell me beads.
What's that?
I feel like he's trying to sell me beads so I can lift weights better.
I try to keep the videos somewhat short, so I think at the end he tries to sell us something. So I was gonna ask you if you worked out or played any sports or anything.
No.
Not so much, huh? And some of the assignments in the class, some of the assignments ask you to do some exercise and then reflect and discuss how you're feeling any different and things like that. So you might come across those assignments as you go through the course. But so what was your takeaway from the video? What's muscular endurance?
I get to read off your screen and read the definition back to you, right?
If you wanted to, I was just wondering if you picked up anything from the video. I mean, basically, it's movement. It's some kind of strenuous movement over a period of time. Like if you were to run a couple miles, that's cardiovascular endurance. But if you were to like load logs into a truck or something, that's more like muscular endurance. So I just wanted to see if you could put it in your own words or whatnot. That's the idea, is to develop a vocabulary or definition that's in your own words that you can use with your own vocabulary. But I'll keep moving forward. I got some examples. I gave the example of lifting logs. Can you think of any other examples?
Go ahead, Claire. You can answer.
Is Claire? We got somebody else? Who's Claire?
Yeah, Claire's my oldest child. She's She's going through this with me.
Nice. That's cool.
She said lifting weights.
Another one that you might run into, since you're running a household and you have kids, I mean, another example would be like carrying groceries in to the house.
You don't carry in any.
I carry in the cases of water sometimes.
Somebody's got to carry the groceries in.
Exactly, and that's the kid. Yes, and you.
You can see the little poster there in the example. So,
See, those are all kids.
Yeah, those are different exercises that you can do. How old's Claire?
She is 11.
Okay, Claire, have you done any of those in gym class? Any of those exercises? Did she go to school?
Yes, she does.
Right. I can't hear her, but.
Yes, speak up.
So anyway, you have all those different examples. You have those curl ups and the planks and the leg raises.
They've done plenty of wall sits.
Right. Oh yeah, the famous wall sit. Back in the day, they used to do those when you get in trouble. Somebody would make you do a wall sit for a certain amount of time.
That's what we make them do.
Right. All right. We kind of already covered this a little bit, what type of muscular endurance activities. So besides carrying in the groceries, Claire said she did a few of them in gym class. There's probably other things in your daily life that you do that requires muscular endurance. Anything where you're like, oh man, I'm getting tired. I don't feel like doing this anymore. That's usually an example of muscular endurance. In the video they gave, like raking leaves would be one. Carrying a baby, but Claire's not a baby anymore. So do you have any other kids?
My youngest is sitting on the couch across from me. She's 9.
Oh yeah, I have an 8-year-old, so sometimes she asks me to carry her, and that would be an example of muscular endurance. But when they get older, then it becomes muscular strength, which we're going to talk about next. All right, so muscular strength. That's a good segue into muscular strength. It's defined as the maximum amount of force that a muscle can exert against some form of resistance in a single effort. And the question I propose is basically, do you see the difference between muscular strength and muscular endurance?
Short term and long term.
What's that?
Short term and long term.
Yeah. One is just a lot shorter, exactly, and muscle endurance is going to be a little bit more longer. So I do have a video. I put this together about a week ago, so I'm having a hard time remembering what the video is. So we'll find out. Sometimes I come up with a good video.
The maximal force your muscles can exert in a single effort. Muscular endurance is the ability to sustain or repeat muscular activity over time.
There you
Why
go.
is musculoskeletal fitness important? Musculoskeletal fitness can help you perform daily activities more easily, reduces the risk of injury, strengthens bone, increases muscle mass, and improves heart risk factors, healthy back function, and posture. Most important, adequate levels of fitness in youth can carry forward into adulthood, preventing health concerns and improving your quality of life. Can I improve my musculoskeletal fitness? Many factors influence fitness testing scores, including age, gender, and heredity. But calisthenics and others.
I'll pause it there. He kind of goes off on a little bit of a tangent, but basically, like you said, it's a time thing. Like muscular strength is going to be more weight in less amount of time. And then the video talks about the importance of he goes on muscular skeletal fitness or whatnot that he calls it. So he goes on to talk about why it's important. Any ideas why it would be important? Both muscular strength and muscular endurance?
I'm not the one lifting around the house, so.
Right. Well, if your 9-year-old gets hurt and you need to carry her into the car, so that would be important to have muscular strength, to be able to do those things, like to pick her up. One time my daughter we got into a little bike accident. I remember I had to pick her up and carry her home. That was mostly muscular endurance, but she was really scared. But, a lot of times adrenaline kicks in and you're able to do those things. But just daily activities. So, I don't know. One thing that always comes to mind is you guys one of those water softeners, or do you have like city water?
No.
Apartment.
Water bottles, constant water bottles.
Right. Anyway, the water softener, those big bags of salt, and it's like in my basement. That's another example of muscular strength. Most people know what I'm talking about.
I have never heard of it.
Yeah, they're like 50 pounds. So dog food would be another one if you get big bags of dog food and you're trying to carry it in. Something like that. But
We only have exotics in this house.
Oh, yeah? Snakes and...
Yeah, 3 snakes and a lizard.
Oh, interesting.
You forgot. She's fat and you don't play with her. No, you just can't ingest it.
He's trying to give you a class.
Yes.
You want to talk about muscle.
Now we have a third person?
Yes, that is my fiance and the guardian of my 2 little ones.
Gotcha. So the next part is what should you focus on, muscular strength or muscular endurance? And basically the answer is it depends. Depends on kind of your activities and what you do and things like that. For the most part, the older you get, muscular strength is not that big of an issue. I mean, it's more muscular endurance and be able to do things that you want to do, but it depends on what your activities are. Nova doesn't sound like you're big into fitness or anything like that.
No, at my job I get enough of it.
Where do you work?
I work for Molten Metal Works. I'm a welding apprentice.
Oh, that's awesome. I know welding is like a high demand career area right now. So I hear that where there's a shortage of welders. I've heard that many times. So yeah, I'm sure you wear the big mask and things like that, and you're probably moving metal parts and.
Yeah, they're just heavy.
Right. So I guess that's important. It can be important for you, but as long as you're doing those things day in and day out, obviously you'll stay in shape to do that. So the activity that goes along with this unit is 4.41. So I do have the exact questions from the activity in here. I don't know if you've done it yet, but if you haven't, we're going to go through each question. Actually, you know what? I am missing.
I already did it. I'm not sure though.
Actually, I have 3. I think there's 5 total. think I actually downloaded the wrong PowerPoint because I had added them in here, but I think it must be in my other PowerPoint. So anyway, let's see if this is like a test. See if we can fill in the blank. Which one of these measures the amount of force your muscles can produce over a short period of time?
Strength.
Yep, muscular strength. So, and there will, I mean, obviously at the end there's a test. So, I mean, if that question comes up on the test, you got that one. So the answer is muscular strength. And then a blank is one repetitions. I said the answer in it, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yep. So the answer to that one is sets, and obviously it wouldn't be reps because the reps is down here and reps is up here. That wouldn't make any sense. All right. Blank are the number of consecutive times you do an exercise.
I know. What is it, Claire? It's reps.
Yep. Reps or repetitions. I mean, no, it's this one is. Yep, it's reps. So if you think of repetitions of an exercise, exactly. Yep. All right. I'm just going to, that was short. We made it through that one pretty quick. So do you have any questions? My tutoring sessions have been lasting about a half hour. I've been actually thinking about combining a couple of them together to make it a little bit longer. But do you think, just to ask for feedback, do you think half hour is good, or do you think you would want more information?
No.
Kind of short and sweet to the point?
Yeah, and then, if you're doing the video conferences with more than one person at a time,
everybody was invited to, yeah, everybody's invited to this, so it's just a matter of getting people to join in.
Well, do you have it posted when you do these things?
I sent out, so it's the coach is supposed to send it, and then I sent out an email 2 days ago.
I didn't get anything from my coach.
You didn't get anything from the coach? You got an email from me?
I have like 4,000 emails. I'm not even opening my email.
Okay. So how did you know that this was happening?
I logged on and I saw it and I figured, oh, this might be the thing I'm supposed to go on to do my exam, but it wasn't. Oh,
okay. It's kind of like more of a mistake. All right. So these are tutoring sessions. So that's another thing that we're working through is just best way to communicate that the tutoring sessions are happening. And basically the tutoring session is just what I just did. I go through a unit, kind of go through an activity, and then ask people if they have any questions, and then it's recorded, and then if somebody wants to access it at a later time, they can do that as well.
Well, I've also got your health class. Do you know when you'll be doing a thing for that? Because I just barely got through the first week, and I'm looking to move forward on that as soon as I finish the other one.
Okay, we've been doing 2 a month, so I'm all set for September. So if I do health, it wouldn't be till probably the second week in October. First, maybe it could be as early as the first week, but
I would have it done by then.
Okay. All right. Well, then there's a semester 1. Are you just doing 1 semester? Because there's 2 semesters of fitness. There's 2 semesters of health. I also teach a course called Health Careers, but you might not be doing that. It's kind of elective, especially if you're in a welding program.
Yeah, I think I got most of everything else covered for health and fitness. Just got to get these 2 out of the way.
I'm kind of having a hard time hearing you.
I said I'm probably done after these classes. I'm pretty sure I got everything else out of the way for fitness classes.
Okay. All right. Well, see, you're kind of fading out on me a little bit. But no, it's not. It's technology. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna kind of sign off here, and if you have any questions, you know how to message me or email me, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
All right. Adios.
All right. Thank you. Bye.